in C2, let's look at the directions they tell us. Write an expression to model each scenario. So number 1, write is our verb. We're going to get an expression or an equation. And then second thing is use that expression or equation to answer the question. So basically, get an equation, expression, and then answer it. Let's do C2 together. A library has 45 books in their young adult science fiction collection. Class, if I look at the library, how many books do they start with? 45. So this is a starting point. Starting. Right? During a collection drive, the library collects 9 new adult science fiction books. Okay, right. Underline this one. Per day. How many total young adult science fiction books will the library have after 1 week? Okay. The first thing I want to ask you guys is the function family. Tell people around you, is this problem going to be linear, quadratic, exponential, or neither? And how did you know that? Ready, set, go. Raise your hand. Linear, quadratic, exponential, neither. Class, what was the key word that gave it away that it is linear? Yep. You can write that on your formula sheet. Per day or each day is a rate. We went to In-N-Out last night. I asked for my son, who's 5 years old. I asked the worker, how much do you make? They said $14.50 per an hour. They were like, wow, you make $15 per an hour? I said, yeah, that's right. It's a rate. So, if I know that it's linear, which equation am I going to use? Should I use ax squared plus bx plus c? No, that's quadratic. Should I use y equals abx? No, that's exponential. Linear is y equals mx plus b. So, my 9 new books, 9 per day, is which one? M or B? It's going to be my M. So I'm going to write a 9 there. The y and the x is your table of values, or, as you do the problem. And then your b value, your starting point, how many you start with, is your y-intercept. So we start with 45 books. Okay, here's the question. How many total young adult science fiction books will the library have after 1 week? 1 week is how many days? So they want to know, days is represented by the x here. So x is 7 days. And then the y here represents the total number of books. Let's write that. Total books. And then the x represents the days of the drive. Days of book drive. Right? It's basically like, hey, leave out a box out there. How many people are going to donate books? So y equals 9 times 7 plus 45. And 9 times 7 is 63. And if you add 63 to 45, you get a total of 108 books. That is our answer. So after 1 week, the library will have 108 science fiction books. So identify the function family. You write down your equation, put in the information you have, and then you can actually figure out some things there.